Okay, so just got done seeing the Screen Unseen movie, and it turned out to be something called Kneecap, which I've never even heard of before. It's a movie with a lot of style. It's a movie with a lot of subtitles because Irish is the main language that's spoken in it. It's pretty simple. It's basically about a teacher who randomly meets these two younger guys who are trying to create a rap group speaking Irish language. And I wish I knew more about the history behind the political events of the movie, but you definitely get a little bit of a history lesson while watching it. And I think it's a good place to, if you watch the movie, and you don't know much about it like me, it really makes me want to go learn about it. So I enjoy the aspect of discovering something that is not exactly well known. Like I know I don't know too much about the I guess most recent history of Ireland, but and I don't know how many average people out there will know about it, but so if you're not too politically knowledgeable about the subject of the Irish language and things like that, it's a good introductory to that. But beyond that, it's there's a lot of comedy in there. It's a very frantic movie. The interesting subtitles pop up and quick cuts, and there's a little bit of a clay sequence in there at one point. It's really inventive the way it's shot and edited together and everything. It's definitely not going to be a movie for everyone. It does not come out whatsoever and try to say what it's about. It randomly cuts between the past and different characters, and which is good. I like when a movie kind of keeps you on your toes and you're trying to piece things together and trying to figure out where exactly things are leading. And I think with the way that it's told and how it's made, it might turn some people off, especially if maybe the type of music in it is not for you, or if you're not into the language and trying to read the subtitles quickly and things like that. It's gonna, the mood of it's gonna be not for everyone. But once you get into it, and the more it goes into the actual storyline, and the more the layers start unfolding about who these characters are, and you start learning more about the teacher and his wife. Well, I guess his girlfriend. I don't know, but it starts layering upon all the characters and all the story and everything. It continually builds throughout the entire runtime, and it gets more interesting as it goes on. You start the little bit of a shock, I guess you could say, about when it comes to the editing and the fact that the characters are speaking Irish. Not that that matters, but I know for a lot of people, since it's not going to be for them, they might not even give it a chance to begin with. And I did see a few people leave the theater about 30-45 minutes into it. If you can get past the initial shock of how you need to watch the movie and how you have to play catch up throughout a lot of it to try to figure out where it's going, I think especially in the last half of the movie, you're in for it, and I think if you get to that point, if you get into it, it's going to be a very rewarding movie, because it's actually really good. There was a point that I was wondering if it was a true story, And I think that has a lot to do with the way it was told, because it didn't come off saying this is a true story. It felt that way with the way that it was intermixing real life events that I did know about. But the personal story, I got to thinking, it feels like a true story, because it doesn't. It gets serious enough to where I think the seriousness of the situation catches the main characters off guard a couple of different times, kind of like how it does with you, because you're like, yeah, they're having fun, they're doing their thing, they're being rebels, there's lots of drugs throughout the movie, they're having a good time, but and then there's some sequences you're like, they better watch themselves. It's getting kind of dangerous out there for them. And that really adds a lot of levity to the storyline. And yeah, so I say, if you like the type of music, it's they call it rap, but it's definitely a lot more electronic type music with rapping over it. I like the music. That's not really something I would listen to a whole bunch, but I was enjoying the music that was in the movie for sure. Especially the Prodigy sequence. I really like that. But yeah, I was rather surprised by the end of it. I was a little shaky the first 20-30 minutes, wondering if I was going to like where it was going, or if it was going to settle down into something a little bit more cohesive. But sometimes when a movie doesn't seem cohesive at first, it can fall apart. But this is one of those good movies where you have to really be involved in piecing things together to kind of understand characters' relationships and how and where the story is going. But if you like a frantic, Irish-speaking, drug-fueled rap, electronic music, political, thriller, comedy, then I definitely suggest giving this a chance, because I thought it was a great time. So I'll catch you on the next one.